Nitin Jain now joins in from Edelweiss Securities. Nitin, hi, afternoon or morning rather. What's the call looking at the derivatives data right now? Do you think this pullback that we've seen from last Wednesday lows, can extend for a bit more?
Can it extend? Of course, it can extend a little bit more, but I think it's a very difficult case to make for equities right now. If you have opportunities that exist in the debt market, you're getting a very handsome yield, and there is a reasonable possibility of capital appreciation at these levels. So if you're an asset allocator, I find it very difficult to make a case for equity. But having said that, are there certain pockets where you can look at investing? Definitely. Particularly in banking and I think some of the retail NBFCs.
Okay. Nitin, hi, morning. What's happening with the HDFC? That stock is down 4.4% today.
Yeah. No, I think you would have seen that for the last 3 or 4 weeks, most of the NBFCs and the banks are under tremendous pressure. And I think as long as you would see the inverted yield curve, it's very difficult for these companies to actually do well. And I think it was one of the favorites of FIIs for a very long time, and you're seeing some amount of getting out at the same time, and hence you're seeing pressure on these stocks. But I think these also provides you a great opportunity if you are looking from a slightly longer horizon to go along some of these stocks.
Nitin, how would you play the Nifty then? Give us a strategy. I mean, either via options or calls or futures. I mean, how would you approach from positional point of view, because the series is still quite nascent?
No, as a trend follower, if you're a trader, I think you will have to look for opportunities to short the index. And since option IVs are very high, maybe 26-27%, share buying of options might not be a very smart thing to do. And hence what you can do is some kind of a spread, maybe buy 55, put and sell 53, or if you are a little more bearish, you can buy 54, sell 52, 51. So I would currently recommend for traders to actually use options to create spread strategies, mostly on the downside.
Nitin, would you have call on Dish TV?
See, I think we have talked about this stock even earlier. From a technical point of view and from the immediate horizon point of view, I think the stock looks very weak. Very difficult to go along these kind of stocks which are forming new lows every day. But I think the business model is reasonably strong. I think at some price, once it starts to bottom out, investors can look to accumulate. But right now, I would say try and avoid.
Nitin, what about IT stocks? Because some of them have rallied 60-70% this year. Valuation wise as well, some of them have reached 20 times, some of them are still lower than that. What's the strategy if you have to trade some of these names?
Absolutely. As you rightly said, I think for me, IT is the new banking. I think there was a time when everybody wanted to be in private banks, and now everybody wants to get out. And I think you're seeing the same kind of momentum in IT stocks. I don't think it's over. I still think there is a good 20-25% upside on some of these stocks. In fact, most of the large caps, I think a 20-25% upside from these levels can't be ruled out. But I think that trade is becoming a little crowded. So you have to be careful and you have to watch for the turn. When that happens, you have to be one of the first ones to get out if you're a trader. And for investors, I don't see an issue. I think these are very high quality names. Maybe they become a little expensive, but I think from a medium term horizon, stock should do all right.
Nitin, would you have a strategy for the Nifty factoring in the events that we have lined up for September, which would be the FOMC meet as well as the RBI policy?
Yeah, we would like to wait and watch where index really is before those events, closer to those events rather. And I think one thing is clear, this volatility is here to stay. And I think these are two very big events, as you mentioned. So prior to going to these events, most likely we would be long volatility. And we would obviously use some options to create that strategy. But right now it's too early to create a strategy for that.
Okay, any disclosures you want to make?
Thank you so much. As I said earlier also, some of the stocks or some of the strategies that we recommend have been advised to our clients.
All right, Nitin, thanks very much for joining in. So that's the view coming in from Edelweiss Securities. It's a wait and watch approach ahead of those key events. 5,500 being held for the Nifty. We'll take a break, but while we do that, let's leave you with some market opinion that we got through the day.